as you detail in your memoirs too, the kind of attacks that Donald Trump was subjected to and is still being, I mean, these prosecutions against him, I think just, look, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, William Barr, and you're the lawyer, you're the former Attorney-General under two presidents, etc., etc. But some of these prosecutions seem to me to speak almost like conspiracy theory territory, politically motivated prosecutions of Donald Trump. Is that how you see it?
Yes, I think the abuse of the criminal justice process has been underway for a while in the United States. I think it was instigated by the left, and they use it as a political tool. It's not enough to disagree with your adversary. They have to be labeled and established as a criminal. And, as I say, this has been building for decades, but it's part of the anything goes tactics of the left. Anything goes to win power. And politics of personal destruction emanated from the left, and the abuse of the criminal justice process has been one of their primary tools. Now, unfortunately, that necessarily leads to a reaction, and there are people on the right that essentially view themselves as the mirror image and adopt many of the same tactics of the left. But I think the source of the problem is on the left.
Well, exactly right. I mean, we've seen one extreme is galvanizing another extreme and shrinking the middle. You've had little to do with Kamala Harris, it seems to me. I note in your memoirs you say she even refused to meet you when you were being considered for Attorney General. You were going around to Democrats saying, this is what I am. What kind of president would she be from your understanding of her?
Well, I would say there was, it's funny, a lot of the traditional liberals and progressives on the Hill met with me when I was up for confirmation. We had very good exchanges, and we had a working relationship going forward. She was part of sort of this little group of lefty loons that, just absolutely refused to even talk. What kind of president she would be? I think one of my main concerns is I don't think she's a clear thinker. My father used to say, if you can't speak clearly, you're not thinking clearly. And she doesn't speak clearly because I don't think she thinks clearly. And I think that, she doesn't have any strong principles other than sort of the far left agenda that is essential to have if you're going to get the nomination for president from the Democratic Party. So I'm concerned about her embrace of the green agenda, the heavy regulation of our economy, which is strangling the growth and opportunity from our economy and killing jobs in the United States, the kinds of jobs we need more of. I think she doesn't have much experience in foreign policy, and from what I've seen, it's sort of she's ineffective in councils, foreign policy councils. And I think right now the West is moving into the most dangerous period we have since the 1930s. In fact, in many ways more dangerous because we have multiple challenges coming from different sources. And it concerns me that this is the person who will be the leader of the free world. She doesn't have the background. She's gotten everything, from what I can tell, she's gotten everything in life, and her position is not due to accomplishment or competence, but to other factors.
Yes, particularly males picking her for certain jobs. Just finally, right. Governor Walz, you would have had something to do with him during the Black Lives Matter riots because you were taking a part in trying to bring perpetrators to justice, try to stop the rioting. What do you make of this man?
Well, it speaks volumes about where the Democratic Party is, that they pick this individual over other leaders like Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, or Kelly of Arizona, which actually would have complicated life a lot for the Republicans. So in one sense, it's a lost opportunity for the Democrats. But I personally, it does not give me confidence that this is a man who's ready to be president of the United States, as I say, in this dangerous world. And I felt that while he ultimately, after a lot of cajoling and President Trump urging him to get the National Guard out. He eventually did it, and the National Guard did establish law and order again in Minnesota, but it took a long time for him to get there. So I think he is the furthest left of the choices that she had before her. I also think he has no experience in foreign policy, which concerns me.
That does indeed, because we see how it is possible for a sitting president to become almost totally incapacitated, just as well that I think Biden has got only 6 months or so to go. Maybe he can eke that out. William Barr, fantastic to talk to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me, Andrew. It's great to talk to you.